She threw the wine glass at my feet. Crystal shattered across polished marble, a red halo blooming like blood at my feet. "You're a pathetic 45-year-old leech. Get out!" Her voice trembled with the kind of rage only the self-righteous can afford. She stood in the center of my living room, wearing my robe in my house. I stared at her, blinked, then laughed. Not out of humor, there was nothing remotely funny about her outburst. I laughed because the script in her head didn't match the one I'd been reading all along. "Try to make me," I said, tone soft. It chilled her more than a scream ever could. She stormed off, phone in hand, dialing someone, I assumed the police. Perfect. Let her. They'd arrive soon. And when they did, this house of lies she'd built brick by brick would come crashing down. Because she had no idea that I owned every inch of the ground beneath her. And I was done being quiet about it. It started a year ago. My younger brother, Daniel, called, out of nowhere, after 5 years of silence. "Found someone, man. Real deal this time. We're getting married." I said nothing, just nodded, letting silence fill the gaps where approval should have lived. He moved in with her a month later, to my property. It had always been mine. A quiet inheritance from an aunt he never cared to visit. I never advertised it. I didn't need to. He asked for a place to stay while they got on their feet. I let them have the house. Stupid maybe, but I wanted to believe the prodigal version of him was real, that maybe I had a brother again. Then the late-night whispers started. The bedroom door that closed mid-sentence when I walked past. The jokes that landed too hard, aimed too precisely, about me not pulling my weight, about couch parasites. She looked at me like I was furniture. No, like a stain on the furniture. And Daniel, he stopped looking at me altogether. I didn't confront them. Confrontation reveals desperation. Instead, I watched. Her routines were tightly wound. Perfect, too perfect. Polished smiles. Flawless makeup. Words always rehearsed. I began checking the mail before they did. Opened a few envelopes addressed to them with surgical precision. Credit applications in Daniel's name. But the signature wasn't his. He writes his G like a treble clef. These had loops like little nooses. I took a glass she used, ran it through a discreet lab for fingerprints. Had them compared to an old employment form she once proudly displayed in her social media memory dump. They didn't match. Different names, different identities. She'd changed names, twice. I began digging. What surfaced wasn't just troubling, it was rot beneath foundation. 2 ex-husbands. One vanished after filing domestic abuse claims. One filed bankruptcy 3 months after their wedding. Both ended up homeless. Daniel was being drained, emotionally, financially, spiritually. And I was next on her list of obstructions. But I wasn't like them. It arrived in a plain manila envelope. Inside, printouts, witness statements, even a notarized confession from her second ex. All of it tied to her past aliases. I waited until she was alone. Daniel had taken a late shift. I laid the envelope on the kitchen counter, sat down, watched her read it. She didn't speak at first. Then, "You went through my past?" Calmly, I replied, "No, I walked through it. It wasn't buried very deep." She grabbed the papers, eyes darting for exits, mental ones, logical ones, but there weren't any. Only the truth. Heavy, inescapable. "This proves nothing," I smiled. "It proves everything." The police knocked 30 minutes later. She opened the door, face tear-streaked and trembling. "There's a man refusing to leave our home. He's aggressive." They looked at me.